Hello, good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by default. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends? And how was your day? Did you enjoy your day? Did you do the things that you love to do? Um, did you love the things that you did? And of course, did you smile? Did you laugh? Did you love yourself and everyone else, my beautiful friends? And of course, did you flush the soulless summer in every form? And the way I do, my beautiful friends, I do flush the soulless summer day and night, 24, just in a different in a different way, with internal knowledge the most, and of course with intention and with the focus. So, my beautiful friends, we are destroying those souls from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, burning them down to a core of their being forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, while opening up new opportunities for all of us that are mine and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Flush come soulless in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful, love you. Idущи мои златные, my golden souls, my golden by default. I told you I'm gonna sometimes use my language. I'm gonna mix up some chords. I'm gonna use it in English. They just to add up the energy, extra energy, in order to destroy those souls in every form. So, my beautiful friends, we are now destroying all those souls. I've told you, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players. In every form are falling down. All the solids in the tape pyramid has collapsed completely. They're falling down, falling apart, and falling deep, deep, deep into the soup of the karma's pain, suffering all through ultimatum, all in one. 24 with the speed of thought by default that they don't know what they're gonna find now in within the soup. I'm adding them spicy and all the spices, extra, all through one, over and over again, is no množím, without mercy, with the speed of thought, with internal knowledge, with the focus, and of course, with the focus, internal knowledge, and of course with intention, my beautiful friends, and of course by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default, with the speed of thought by default. They're active 24. The Soulless Amma, often forgetting about that. The laws, rules, regulations of by default are active 24 with the speed of thought by default. Just to remind them, I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So those Soulless Amma, my beautiful friends, we're trying to play the dark, dirty games again. You know that it's the end of those Soulless Summer, it's the end of the dark dirty games, and all the energy belongs to Sophie. And of course, those Soulless Summer wanted to help into the selections to just there is no need to do the selections, because the only selections that we need to do is selections of those selections, completely separate Soulless Summer Tzigi from the Sophie. That's the most important selections that we need to do. The rest, all of those Soulless Summer in every form, break them into the atoms and electrons together with all the energy that they've created with any kind of selfish desire. Together with all of them, of course, the energy comes, pain, and suffering, that energy, and the energy remixing them, break them into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, and then remixing them, compressing them, pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being, wherever time, whatever form they are, compressing the pain and suffering and into the every atom and electron of their being, and then and the karma's pain and suffering together with all of them, remixing them, and then putting them into their physical forms and into their energetic, all the forms, special, compressed, special remix. We are creating them and then put them in all the forms and then let them feel the pain and suffering of all living beings that ever existed, that existing since the beginning of creation. And all those living beings that ever interfering, will ever try to interfere into any of our lives with any kind of selfish desire. In the name of mind and now, spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and everything's mind and now, spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. To answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, it's time for us to step up. And then our time has come. And it's time for those soulless Amma to bring them down to justice, burn them down to a core of their being forever and ever for eternity. Let them burn that they will regret that ever existed. Into the hell forever and ever for eternity. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body form. So, my beautiful friends, those soulless Amma. I set up the intention, actually, not intention. It's intention, but it's a demand and command to all the soulless Amma to must be separate from Sophie. All the energy must be returned to Sophie, that is mine and actual light, that is by default. To all the soulless Amma, we are completely stopping all the rituals and the ceremony and completely wiping them out together with all those soulless Amma. All the energy of the ceremony and ritual with any kind of selfish desire, burn them down, break them into atoms and electrons together with all those soulless Amma in every form. And then, of course, all the ceremony rituals and then any kind of associations or projections that I did with any kind of selfish desire with anyone and anything in every form, and in God, in infinite, but then any kind of black magic, curse, spell, hexes, or voodoo, or any kind of quote, any kind of beliefs or programming, or superstition, or anyway, in any way that those soulless Amma interfere into our life, into privacy, into identity, in any way, with any kind of selfish desire. We're burning down to the core of their being, all those soulless Amma in every form, with the spirit of thought by default. All those soulless Amma and all their projections that they were projected, or ever tried to project to each and everyone else and everything, with any kind of selfish desire into mind, or into through us, direct projections through the physical form, or into the vision, or into the dreams. In any way that those soulless Amma ever projected, will ever try to project any kind of projections in the name of, with any kind of selfish desire in the name of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything's mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, to completely break them into the atoms and electrons, all those soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless divine, or soulless creator, soulless self-interesting comedian and observers, Susie and Hitler, soulless Tiggy and Tigika, soulless Samrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tata Hitler Atmachatanai Hussein Ramchanuj, soulless so-called gods, saints, avatars, gurus, soulless healers or teachers or spiritual, so-called spirituals. They have no spirit. They have the energy and the physical form, and all those soulless codes, and all the forms of those soulless, some are dark, evil, disgusting creature, and all those that were projecting the projections, all of them, whatever form they are, within and without, and the global universal level, with the spirit of thought, in the name of mind and now spiritual light, with the spirit of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and everything's mind and now spiritual light, every atom and electron, the energy that I ever created, creating will create, demanding, commanding to Sophie to polarize again those soulless Amma, to activate all their karma, pain, and suffering, and break them into all the soulless Amma and the energy that they creative selfish desire, break them into atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought, by default, compressing them all, the pain and suffering, every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought, by default, remixing them, and then with the speed of thought, sending them into their physical energetic form, straight into the desert planet, into the hell forever and ever to burn for eternity, with the speed of thought by default. All those soulless Amma in every form, in the name of man and now spiritual light, with the speed of thought by default. It's so all through ultimatum all in one. All of that is multiply, is nova množimo, which means over and over and over again, multiplied by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, in every form, to all the soulless Amma, multiplied by all those soulless Amma, all the soulless gods, by every atom and electron of energy that ever existing, by all the soulless Amma in every form, and all the dark, evil, disgusting creature, wherever they are, in whatever form they are. We're burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default, while sending the straight into hell to burn forever to recreate that ever existed. We are putting them into the sleep, taking over all the energy, all the power with the speed of thought by default. Anyway, that's all the energy belongs to Sophie. Even they are the energy under the command and control of Sophie. So demanding, commanding to Sophie each and everything of this man and asking to show a light with the speed of thought by default. And every atom and electron energy must answer on my call. No, the energy must answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. To place all those souls, I must straight into the hell, into the desert planet, into hell, to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, putting them into the sleep, taking over all the energy, all the power, all the project, all the abundance of prosperity, all the project that they were working with any kind of selfish desire, all the abundance of prosperity and all the technology and all the material world, everything that those, so all the project that they're working on a global universal level with any kind of selfish desire, like a space weapon, global warming, Green Deal, or any other those Red Cross or those so-called humanitarian organizations. You know, my beautiful friends, those so-called immunization, there are those soulless Amma that they've soul they that they don't have the heart and soul, but they were experimenting on the humanity. All those Bill Gates and all other corporations, so-called humanitarian organizations, that were testing their medication, their product onto humanity, and especially into India and into the Africa, now on the Balkan. Now on Balkan take him. So now I heard that we must stop that. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every and everything's mind and now speak shall light with the speed of thought by default, to stop all of that so-called immunization of the children, immunization of the children. That's not immunization. That's the experimentations of those soulless that we're working, doing on humanity. Now it's time for us to return them all that all that immunization, actually experimentation, to experiment with all those soulless in every form with the speed of thought by default, to return them the calm, as pain, as suffering of all living beings. And every man, woman, and child that walk on this planet since the beginning of creation, and all other planets, stars, and the galaxies that ever existed, and all the codes, energetic codes that ever existed, by all of them multiply the calm, as pain, as suffering, all those living beings in every form with the speed of thought by default. In a demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's man and aspect to show a light with the speed of thought by default. To every atom of electron energy must answer on my call. All the energy must answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. All that so-called immunization must be stopped, and the calm, as pain, and suffering return back to the soulless Amma with the speed of thought by default. We are prescribing it to those soulless Amma into physical form, and the calm, as pain, and suffering to physical energetic form. I'm loud and clear, and the demanding, commanding to all both sides, all the energy must answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are wiping out all those soulless Amma, wherever then, whatever form they are, all the black magic curse, access, password, or any kind of manipulations, any kind of projections, any kind of codes, beliefs, everything that they ever projecting, will ever try to project towards each and everyone else and everything that's mine and our spiritual life in every form with any kind of selfish desire. In the name of mine and our spiritual life, we're wiping out all of that, deleting, wiping out together with all those soulless, whatever time, whatever form they are, returning back to the soulless, into the form of karma, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of mine and now spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All those souls must be burned down to the core of their being. Send them straight into the doors of planet to hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. Completely put them into a sleep, shutting down their cameras, their senses, completely wipe out their memories, cut off all the communications with the spirit of thought by default. We are completely cutting off, breaking all the communications between those soulless Sama in every form with the spirit of thought by default, stopping all the ceremony, the rituals within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought, breaking, cutting off all the nets, all the energetic nets and the connections that they were creating, and shutting down the cameras and breaking all the energetic cords with the spirit of thought by default into the atoms and electrons together with all those soulless Sama in every form, burning them down, bringing them down to justice with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of man and now, spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All those soulless Sama in every form, we're burning them down to the core of their being and wiping them out, completely deleting them from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, and multiplying them karma, pain, and suffering and over again with the spirit of thought by default. And with the spirit of thought by default, all the souls, whatever form they are, must return all the energy that they've stolen from us, from humanity, and everyone and everything is mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone else is mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default to destroy all those souls, burn them down to the core of their being, wipe them out completely with the spirit of thought by default, while protecting ourselves and each and everyone and everything is mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now those soulless Sama, we send them straight into the doors of planet, into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. It's time, my beautiful friends, to step up, to take our full power back, and to wipe out all those souls, take their power and the energy, all the energy they're stealing from us with the spirit of thought by default. All the abundance and prosperity, all the corporations, all the organizations, all the abundance and prosperity, technology that they were that have stolen from us, that was hidden from us, from humanity. We are returning back to us with the spirit of thought by default. What to those souls, returning the karma, pain, and suffering forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are opening up new opportunities for all of us that are mine and now spiritual light. All those souls, some wiping out, burning them down to a core of their being in every form. And it's time, I demand, commanding to Sophie and each and everything this mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Just said it in my language, I'm saying it in English too. So all of them to know, I already demanded, commanded to Sophie and each and everyone and everything, all the energy must answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. All the portals must be shut down and locked for all those soulless Amma that were interfering into our planet, into our lives. And all those soulless Amma, we are sending them straight into the desert planet, opening up new portals, send them into the desert planet, break them into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, within and without, into the air, together with all the energy that's been polarized with any kind of selfish desire, and with the speed of thought by default, compressing them into the atoms and electrons, all the pain and suffering, all living beings that ever existed, and then completely compressing them, putting them in all their forms to feel the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being. And by the laws, rules, regulations, all by default, check them out. Send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell forever and ever for eternity, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So we are destroying all those souls, some of whatever form, all the projections, all the souls, some of the still try to play the dark, dirty games. And the money commanding to Sophie and each and every and everything that's mine and aspect show a light with the speed of thought by default. To return all the projections and all this souls, some send them straight into the desert planet. Let them play dark, dirty games forever and ever for eternity. We burn them down to the core of their being. Forever and ever for eternity, with the speed of thought, all those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for love you. Now, in the name of mine and now, speak of light with the speed of thought by default. Now we are activating all truth to make them all in one. All the blessings to us, to all the souls, some in every form, we are activating, multiplying over and over again for every atom, electron, the being, for everything, the calmness, pain, suffering, all truth to make them all in one, to regret that they ever existed. To burn down the core of their being forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. To all those souls, some in every form, we're returning the calmness, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, activating them, all the even those so-called blessings, return them into the calmness, pain, and suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. They were saying those souls, some calling from the hell and asking for the blessings. And I said to them, my blessing is put in a maximum other pain and suffering again and again. My blessings, my mercy and everything is, and they must, they couldn't even sleep. They must, they couldn't fall down. They must feel the pain and suffering of the atom electron they being with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Without mercy, I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, they were thinking that they're going to get away with that, manipulating and lying. They had many chances to go with the less calmness, pain, and suffering, but they've chosen to go with the maximum calmness, pain, and suffering, and they will get it. I've told them they're going to go deep into the soap, that they wouldn't know how deep it's going to be and what they're going to find within the soap. I'm loud and clear, and I've told them I'm gonna break them into the atoms and electrons, and I'm gonna special program create. I'm gonna create special program for all those souls that ever interfere into our lives, interfere in this world, but try to do so in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man. I love you. I'm sorry, my beautiful friends. Those souls are trying to influence me energetically, but anyway, still they're getting the calmest pain, suffering for every atom and electron, for anything that they're chatting and barking and lying and manipulating. The calmest pain and suffering is multiplying for every atom and electron that ever existing, that we generating, for everything that we see, hear, think, do, eat, feel, eat, drink, feel, or wear, or all the projections of those soulless in every form with the spirit of thought by the form. And by all those soulless and the dark, dirty games, and of course, the script and everything, the programming, and to us, we are multiplying the blessings. And those soulless we completely putting them to sleep, shutting down the camera senses, everything, and breaking all the communications, and we are cutting off all the cords, energetic cords between us and those soulless and between us, the mind and our spiritual light, into the physical and form that those soulless are creating. So we are reconnecting now between us, the mind and our spiritual light, in the name of mind and our spiritual light, with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying all those soulless in every form. So we are burning down to the core of there being all those soulless cutting all the energetic cords that they were creating between us, and then between those soulless too. So we are separating those soulless from everyone of this mind and our spiritual light, from the Sophie, Tzigi from the Sophie, and the soulless dark from the light. We are separating, and then of course we are destroying the dark forces and the cords and all the, and they're turning the karma, pain, and suffering in every form with the spirit of thought by default, while we are enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating each and every one of this mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all those souls, some of that we're trying to play the dark, dirty games. I still want you to play the dark, dirty games, as I said earlier. And now I'm saying again, repeating, all the energy must answer on my call, on my command. All of them are depending on me and on the money command. I've told them this last night. I've told them enough is enough. All the energy must answer my call, my command. Those souls fall down, and they must be burned down to core. They've been sent straight into the planet, into the hell forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. There is no other nature. There is no chance for anywhere, in any way that I will say, anywhere except into the planet, into the hell forever and for eternity. That's the beginning of what they're gonna get. They're gonna get enough for now to start feeling the pain and suffering every atom and electron of their being until we add them up more. Until humanity finds out who they were, what they were doing, and of course we all gonna multiply them the calmest pain and suffering, turn them the calmest pain and suffering over and over again with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, now it's time, because they were stealing my energy, our energy, from our energy. They were working against us and on the beautiful planet, and we were feeding them with our energy, and they were stealing our energy. With our energy that we were feeding them, they were stealing and then working against the humanity on a beautiful planet. Now it's time for all of us, the mind and our spiritual light, to return our energy back. Our energy now is going to recognize its signature. It's going to, demanding, commanding, all the energy has been never stolen from us, the mind and our spiritual light. From those souls, some demanding, commanding all that energy to be returned back to Sophie. All the energy is going to recognize itself and must be returned back to Sophie. All the souls that we're doing the rituals, all those ritual ceremony, in black magical success spells or quotes, anything, we wipe them out, burn them down to a quarter of them together with those souls, send them straight into the desert planet forever and ever for eternity to burn down to a core of their being, to regret that ever existed. And in the name of man and our spiritual light, with the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of his mind and our spiritual light, with the spirit of thought by default, to every atom and electron of the energy, man and our spiritual light must answer on my call and my command. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of his mind and our spiritual light, with the spirit of thought by default, to activate all the karma spirit suffering to those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default in every form, and to us activate all the blessings with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We are separating the soulless Tzigi from the Sophie. We are separating the dark from the light. And then, of course, soulless from man and our spiritual light. That's the same soulless just different forms and then just different words I'm using. We are separating them now and destroying them completely forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. Well, and we are well, now, my beautiful friends, we're destroying those soulless Amma, send them straight into the other planet, and it's time for them to feel that pain and suffering and all that they I've told them, the soup that they've cooked, they must eat it. There is no way that they can escape, or there is no way that anyone change the therapy that I've prescribed them. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden benefit of you. All soulless Amma, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell. All soulless Amma, go to hell forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought. All soulless Amma, go to hell forever and ever by default. Everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default with the spirit of thought. All soulless Amma, burning in hell, burning in hell, burning in hell. All soulless Amma, burning in hell forever and ever for eternity, 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default with the spirit of thought. Peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem aktia by default. By default, by default, by default. To. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time to let go of those soulless Amma from our lives, from within and without, and a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. Destroy them forever and ever for eternity while our bodies are rejuvenating, healing, and enlightening with the spirit of thought by default. And mind and nous, mind, body, and soul, it's answering only on Sophia's and nous. Sophie's and nous, mind, which means mind and nous, pure unconditional light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, it's time now to activate all the blessings to each and everyone and everything. Multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, with the spirit of thought by default. All the blessings of the mind and aspect, all the blessings we are activating to each and every one mind and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default. We are multiplying that blessings to us and our soulmates and families and friends, and eternal life, eternal health, great health, vitality, joy, peace, bliss, of wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, youth, and beauty, abundance and prosperity for all. Unity between us and our soulmates and families and friends. Unity for all, one for all for one, with the spirit of thought by default. And with the spirit of thought by default. May we all be happy, healthy, alive, and joyful, peaceful, blissful, prosperous, kind, loving, compassionate, and wise, and knowledgeable, and powerful. And may we all be loved and love freely from the heart and soul with the spirit of thought by default. And my beautiful friends, we're returning our full power back with the spirit of thought by default, activating mind and now spiritual light and all the gifts that mind and now spiritual light has given to each and every one of us freely with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, in the name of man and our spiritual light, we multiply all of that by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Blessing to each and every one of us and everything with the spirit of thought by default, and to everything that we have, our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, business, or farms, and to man and us project, to our beautiful planet, both element, air element, to the nature kingdom and animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, to humanity, to the sun and the moon and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies that are mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying all those souls, some from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now in the name of mine and now speak of light with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out, burning down to core of the being all those soulless, some that have interfered into our lives. Interfere and we'll ever try to interfere in any way with the speed of thought, directly, indirectly, burning them down to core of the being from within and without, on a global universal level, demanding, commanding, Sophie and everyone and everyone's mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, love you. In the name of mine and now speak show light for the speed of thought by default. We are now activating all that blessings to Sophia Tristan Center, Sophia Tristan Planet, to all the to Sophia Tristan Planet, to Sophia Tristan Universe, to all the centers and the systems and the teams that we created, to Sophia Tristan Fund, Sophia Fund, Jasar, Quantum Financial System, Starlink, and all the technology that Soulless, Amma have stolen from us. We are taking all of that, and making it available to humanity with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought by default, in the name of man and us, spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we are destroying all those Soulless, Amma completely from within and without, send them straight into the other planet to replace them with mine and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, and all the abundance and prosperity taking over, making available to all of us with the speed of thought by default. We are changing everything from the root core of the existence, completely changing everything, and everything that is needed. Multiply those blessings to me and Tristan, to Sophie and Tristan in the physical, spiritual, and energetic form, in every form and encoding infinite with the speed of thought by default. All of that over and over again. No je ne nova. All truth, all in one, with the speed of thought by default, without mercy and demanding, commanding to Sophie and the Tristan and Sophie and Tristan with the speed of thought by default, and all the forms of Sophie to with the speed of thought by default, to answer my call and my command with the speed of thought by default, to activate all of our gifts with the speed of thought by default. That means Sophie, come out and shine all the way through your physical form and in every form, and to with the speed of thought by default, bring your specialists if you haven't done yet to shine through the physical form with the speed of thought by default in every form. That is Sophie, that is by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And in the name of mine and now speak show light, the demanding commanding Sophie to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. That's been the Sophie and Tristan and all the families and friends and each and everyone and everything that is mine and now speak show light to you and your families and friends. We are the priority, and then everyone and everything that is mine and now speak show light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Now, in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we are completely protecting all the corporations that we have and of our pure souls that have them. But those souls, Amma, wipe them out, return them the calmest pain, suffering forever and for eternity. Over and over again, multiply for everything, even the smallest things that have interfered into our lives. With any kind of selfish desire, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now maybe two friends, and of course, I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and everyone else, mine and I'll speak show light with the speed of thought by default, to answer my call and my command with the speed of thought by default, and to provide more than enough of everything that's needed for me and Tristan to go each public, to be the voice of the people the way we are with the speed of thought by default, and with the speed of thought by default. to bring down all those soulless from the power wherever they are, whatever form they are in, wherever they are, and wherever they infiltrated, whether they enter religion, the governments, and the systems, wherever they are, bring them down to justice and show to the people the true face with the spirit of thought by default. And in the name of man and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, to completely take over our country, our beautiful planet, and all the planet stars and the galaxies under our command and control, and make them oases of man and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of man and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are activating our gifts, and we are creating. My teams are forming on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, from the spirit into the spiritual, physical, energetic form. And with the spirit of thought by default, it's time for us to go out and shine all the way through, bring down the soulless in every form, bring them down to justice by default with the spirit of thought. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And it's time for us to create everything from the heart and soul without any kind of selfish desire by default. And of course, with the spirit of thought by default, it's time for all of us, my beautiful friends, to be always at the right place and the right time, and to do everything with internal knowledge. We were doing now to do it with internal knowledge, with a focus, and of course with our intention, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And we are creating new generations with all the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time. Their time is up of those soulless summer. Our time has come, and it's time for us to shine all the way through. And then let those soulless summer go straight into the other planet, into hell. Take them there. We're gonna give them the free ticket. I've told them, and they're gonna fly straight into the soup that they don't know what they're gonna find. And then because they wanted more gain, and they wanted more karma, pain, and suffering, that's what they're getting. They will get even more. I'm loud and clear. All the karma, pain, and suffering for our fertility with the spirit of thought by default. We're returning back to the soul this summer. Over and over. Over and over. All through 24 with the spirit of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind, follow you. And extra ultra to me tomorrow one special thank you to all those soulless in every form, whatever time, whatever form that's destructive energy for those soulless in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Everything is all through the tomorrow 124 with the spirit of thought by default. And thank you to Sophie in every form. Sophie and all everyone, every mind and aspect show light in every form with the spirit of thought by default. Thank you to Sophie and Tristan, and Sophie and Tristan, my golden souls, my golden by default. And thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All of that is in the name of man and aspect show light with the spirit of thought by default, from the heart and soul, and all the blessings and enlightenment and unity and joy, peace, bliss, freedom, wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send a flash to those soulless Amma. This energy is going to flow constantly 24. Let us send a flash to those soulless Amma. So they see the flashing golden light flashing through around you, the entire planet and entire universe. That's a destructive energy for those soulless Amma. Well, it's a blessing for each and every one of us, and everything that's mine and ours, people shall light for the spirit of thought by default. See the golden light is flashing through around you, and the entire planet and entire universe, and entire existence, destroying all those soulless in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. See the golden light is flashing through around the entire planet, entire universe, entire existence. You're destroying all those souls in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bed, for love you. Now, my beautiful friends, see the golden light is flashing, turn around us. Into your body. I'm just, when I'm blinking with my eyes, I'm just flashing within my head, within my body, and just giving the sign to Sophie that is right time to flash those souls in every form with the spirit of thought by default. So now, my beautiful friends, let us now see through the entire planet. The golden light is flashing. Now let us send them now. So send them the fireworks. Actually, with this, that fireworks, yes, fireworks. Send them with the golden light planet. See them from our centers. We are sending golden light planet throughout the entire planet. All living beings, humanity, and our beautiful planet, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, the air element, the sun and the moon, and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies that we created that exist in all the centers, and everyone on earth is man and aspect of light. We're sending there from everywhere the golden light planet into and around the entire planet, an entire universe, entire existence, destroying, wiping out all those soulless in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. See the golden light planet is flying from everywhere throughout the entire planet and entire universe, and burning down to the core of being all those souls, some of enlightening each and every on earth as mind and aspect of our life with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. See entire planet and entire universe, entire existence, you're shining brightly with the golden light of mind and aspect of our light. Now let that energy flow 24. Now let us, my beautiful friends, let us now, that energy is a destructive energy for those soulless. And now let us send the love of light. Let us, with the flash, using all the available technology, all the resources, send the fireworks, which means breaking those soulless sama into the atoms and electrons. All the center of the power, the soul is some returning the karmas, pain, and suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, my beautiful friends, see the centers black, dark pink, blue and green. See them throughout the entire planet, into the sky, through its entire existence. See those centers. It doesn't matter how big or small you see them. See them. They are. See them completely breaking each other like a fireworks for a new year. See them like that, breaking into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default. Let's see now, destroy all those. We are destroying all those soulless Sama in every form, all those soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless creators and judges and all observers, soulless Safi and Tristan comedian and observers, Susie and Hitler, Tiggy and Tigika, soulless Amrita, Babaji, Mira, Guruji, Matrashi, Tata, Hitler, they're the ones in the physical and energetic form. And the soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless soulless court. All those soulless Sama, it doesn't matter in which name they've been known or under which name or mask they've been hidden or known. Soulless Illuminati, Satanism, globalism, Masons, Cabal, Deep State, and all those soulless demons, all the soulless, the demons, and then all the soulless kings and queens and princes and princesses, and then all those fallen angels, all those soulless Sama in every form. We are just breaking them into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, and then send them straight into the desert planet, compress them, and then burn them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. All the soulless Sama must go to hell with the speed of thought by default. See them now breaking into atoms and electrons. Flushcam soulless Sama. Flushcam soulless Sama. Flushcam soulless Sama. Flushcam soulless Sama in every form with the speed of thought by default. We flush, we are sending the flush to all the soulless Sama. That's all the soulless Sama. That's all their power. So they're trying to manipulate energetically. That's soulless Sama. That's all the power that they have. They are powerless. Now I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All the soulless Sama are powerless, but we have all the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. See now, and all the centers are breaking to atoms and electrons. We are breaking now those soulless. We're replacing all of that with initial mind and aspect of light for the spirit of thought by default, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating ourselves. Now with the spirit of thought by default, let us now break into the atoms and electrons all those soulless, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players, whatever time, whatever form they are, that ever interfere, will ever try to interfere into our beauty, into our lives, into our privacy, into identity, into our lives, our families, our friends, and our soulmates, and into the humanity, into our beautiful planet, into the water element, air element, the sun and the moon, and the planet stars and the galaxies, and everything that we have on this planet, into governments and the systems and the religion and the police and military and the educational system, health and care system, and financial system or pharmacy or all those systems and the industry that we're using, also entertainment, or in every of those systems that an internal and external net and all those systems that those soulless create, soulless are created, that we are creating everything into the corporations and all those projects that those soulless are working on with any kind of selfish desire, like a blue looking glass, Green Deal, or global warming, all those projects that those soulless some of are working with any kind of selfish design, all those so-called humanitarian organizations like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett or Red Cross, and there are many of those so-called divine mothers or fathers or gurus, avatars or teachers. You know that the biggest criminals are hiding behind those religious uniforms or religious names. So now it's time to expose the truth and to expose their name and to show to the people who they are, so that we all can judge them, bring them down to justice, wipe them out from the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default. So we are bringing them down, breaking all those soulless in every form with the spirit of thought by default. And now with the spirit of thought by default, we are completely destroying them, and all the souls that they interfere into a continent, into a country, into a city and the towns and everything that we have, infrastructure, into all of those that we're using the technology or misusing, or we're hiding from us, have stolen from us or hidden, all those that we're using or misusing the weapon or any kind of weapon, or those that were all those that were hiding into the underground, and those soulless that were acting from the underground, all those criminals and all those agencies that those soulless were creating with any kind of selfish desire, and all those soulless courts, soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless so-called soulless mother or father, and all those dark, evil, disgusting creatures, dark, evil, disgusting, psychopathic players, wherever time, whatever form they are, we are burning them down to the core of their being, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine and ask you to light with the spirit of thought by default. We're burning all those soulless that were interfere, that ever interfere into Antarctic, in Earth, into the nature kingdom, humanity, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, into again the sun and the moon, extra ultimatum, all in one, karma, pain, and suffering and distractions. We are multiplying them because they need more karma, pain, and suffering. They're asking for more. So now we are multiplying them. All of those souls, burning them down to the core of them, from the core of their being, from within and without, on a global universal level, whatever form they are, and all those that were interfering into everything that we eat and drink, and all those that were using or misusing all the fruits and vegetables, and all those soulless that were soulless creators, and returning the karma, pain, and suffering of Adam and Eve, and the apple, and then all the fruits that they were using or misusing or trying to misuse with any kind of selfish desire. All the new beginnings, we're going to create them now. New beginning into the desert planet with an apple. So they are going to be Adam and Eve into the desert planet, into the hell, and then with the peach and with all the an orange, or all of those the fruits that were planning to create. Now we're gonna create them, the story and the script, and then tied by the fruits, the method we're using. We're just gonna turn it around, all that we're creating to humanity. Now we'll turn it back to the soulless Amma, but this time is going to be much more painful for even for the smallest things, all through to make them all in one, extra by the law, through regulations or by default, multiplied, adding up, compressing, and then breaking atoms and electrons and compressing, and the special compression, special remixing, and then special transportation to the desert planet, to the hell of all those souls in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. So now, my beautiful friends, just see those souls that ever interfere into our lives. We just break them into atoms and electrons. Send them straight into the desert planet forever and ever, for eternity. All of that, guys, and encode in infinite. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. So now, my beautiful friends, let us now. Everything's by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is multiply over again and encode in infinite for the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Now, let that energy flow constantly 24. Let it just focus on your bodies. Focus on yourself. Just listen to your body. Just listen to your body. Listen what's going on within your body. Let us now fill your body with the actually fill your body with the golden light from within and without. Expand it. And now let us fill entire place where you are, entire city, entire country, and entire world with the golden light of mine and now picture of a light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body for love you. Now let us send a lot of light of blessings to the earth, to the center of the earth. Send a lot of light and blessings to the earth, and then see, let us together with the earth, together with all of us that are one and also light, fill entire inner earth with the golden light of mind and spiritual light. We're working with the internal knowledge. So see full entire earth, entire water element, area, and the top of the earth, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, the sun and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies, entire planet and the entire existence. We're filling up with the golden light of mind and now, spiritual light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us now send the love and light of blessings to the moon. See, together with all of us, we are filling up entire planet and entire existence with the golden light of mind and aspect shower light. And let us send the love and light of blessings to the sun, to inner sun and outer sun. And with the God, send the love and light of blessings with the spirit of thought by default, filling up, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating the entire planet, humanity, and all living beings on this planet, and throughout entire existence, that everything, everyone, and everything's mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man for love you. Now, just let us now focus on yourself. Focus on your body. Just listen to your body. Just focus on your centers, on your entire body. You just listen to your body. Feel the calmness and peace within your body. Just listen to the voice of your soul. Listen to your heart and soul, my beautiful friends. The action is going on. We are flushing the soulless sum in every form, burning them down to the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default. While we are feeling calmness, peace, joy, bliss, and activating all of our gifts. And of course, all of our power and all of our specialists are taking place in our bodies. And we are shining brightly in every form, wherever we are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. While we are, our specialists are taking place into our bodies, the soulless Amma. We are flashing and throwing them out, send them straight into the other planet with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, and by default. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is, I'm loud and clear, without mercy, with the spirit of thought. Peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default on you. By default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default, everything is way at 24, 5-3, by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Also, as summer 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is 24, 5-3 by default, by default, by default. With the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, 5-3 by default, by default, by default. With the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by you, beautiful, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, 5-3 by default, by default, by default. With the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by you, beautiful, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and ours. Pure, unconditional, love a light, love a light, love a light, in the name of mine and ours. By default, with the spirit of thought, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, 5-3 by default, by default, by default. With the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way 24 by straight 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Miren input hem aktia by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way 24 by straight 3 with the speed of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Miren input hem aktia by default. To, 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 to. 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 So is a symbol of freedom, of victory, and joy, and peace, and bliss, and wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, all the blessings for us, and destructions for those soulless, Amma, in every form. And to those soulless, Amma, is destructions and pain, and suffering, karmas, forever and ever, for eternity. With the spirit of thought, returning the karmas, pain, and suffering with the spirit of thought by default, while we are enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating ourselves, and blessing with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul. My golden by default, love you. So, my beautiful friends, thank you to all of you that joined me tonight. A special thank you to all of you that joined me in my language and English. I love you all. Thank you all. Be who you are. Shine all the way through. Love freely yourself and everyone else. And let us continue, my beautiful friends, without mercy. Keep destroying those souls, some in every form. With the spirit of thought by default. I love you. Thank you all. I love you all. Sending you much love and blessings to all of you, my beautiful friends. Good night. I'll speak to you next time. Bye. You know that everything is under the command and control of Sophie, that everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, and everything is all through ultimatum, all in one. With the spirit of thought by default, of course. So love y'all. Much love and blessings once again. Bye.